Since FieldMap version 20, you can use user-defined keyboards for attributes type lookup list. So let's open example project, and it is especially very useful for attributes with a long list of options or categories. So for example, for the attribute type species. So you can use up to three different values. So there is the main value, which is visible in data collector, and if you go to tools, edit the multilingual lookup list, it will jump automatically to your list, and you can see that you can have value 2 and value 3 also. So like in this example, we have English name of species, then we have Latin name of species, and then we have some abbreviation of the species. So if I close this, of course I can do the modification here. I can write it manually one by one, or here in this option I can copy entire lookup list to the clipboard, and then open Excel and paste it to the Excel. Here I can do the modification of my lookup list and then back paste it to the field map. So for the keyboard, if you want to have user-defined keyboard, so you can use first of all abbreviation. So let's say we set some abbreviation in the value 3. I already have it here in value 3, and there is for lookup list new option called keyboard, and you can select value 3 where I have an abbreviation, so a custom keyboard, and then when I open it in data collector, and go to layer trees and attribute species, so I can open the list of species. Here are visible all values from the value 1, same like before. But if in settings, so I activate the function in the general, there is in input option, so it's a function use keyboard for lookup list. So if I activate this function, and also activate this enable button for lookup list activation, so if you activate these two options, so then when you click anywhere on the lookup list, not in this arrow but on anywhere in this, so then you will get this new keyboard, virtual keyboard you define in project manager. So here you can see the abbreviations, and down you can see the on the keyboard you can see the entire name from the value 1. So if you don't remember exactly what this abbreviation means, so you can see it down. So this is one option. Then when you activate also the button for the editing of the lookup list, so you have this button here, and it will automatically, if you click on it, jump to this activation lookup list, and you can, for example, make the list shorter if you activate only existing. So like in this example is only 8 species, so if I click OK, close, and click again, so I have only 8 items. But if I found some new species which is not in the list, I can go back to this option and add more species, and it's very efficient, so it's very fast. So this is one option, use the abbreviation in the list. So if there is no suitable abbreviations for the list, so you can use other option, that in the keyboard you will display entire value, but of course there is not enough space for long text, so you can make breaks if you use this vertical bar. So for example, all spaces in your lookup list you can replace by the vertical bar. So for example, here is missing, so I can edit, and then again paste it back to your lookup list. So in my case it is in value 2. So in value 3 I have abbreviations, and in value 2 I have the whole Latin names, where I use this vertical bar. So you can use up to 4 or 3 vertical bars, so it can be on 4 lines, but of course then the size of the font will be smaller, so I recommend maximally 3 of the bars or 3 lines, and the maximum number of the letters in one line is around 10, so then the size is quite nice. So when I close it now, and here in keyboard I select value 2 and open it in data collector, go trees and click on it. So you see the whole names, and again down you can see the value from the value 1, and on these bottoms you can see the value from the value 2 you set. And again, if I activate for example all, so you will see that some names are longer and the font is smaller. So the Filmap always try to fit and to display all letters in the line, and update the size of the font. So like in this case, maybe would be solution to make the name shorter, or also can be split to 3 lines, and then can be nicely visible on the keyboard. So this is the second option. The next option is if you have some lookup list with the whole name, but you also have some codes, like in the species, and like code are here, and you remember those IDs, those codes. So you can go to edit multi-link lookup list and add these codes to the value 1. So if I click right mouse button, so there is a function add ID prefix to the value, so it will automatically add the value. Then I can close it, and in the keyboard I select the numerical keyboard, yeah, because it will be much faster. And for example, I know that number 14 is Douglas sphere. Compile. And then in trees I can click on it, and the numerical keyboard appears, so I can change the size of the numerical keyboard if I want. And if I write 14, so it will select automatically the species from the code which is on the beginning. So this is the last option, how you can modify or how you can prepare your virtual keyboard for fast entering data from the attributes type lookup list. Bye bye.